Hey, this is King David, David and Goliath Music, and this is your beat class, Fruity Loops University Daily Dose. Now, what I try and do is answer your FL Studio music production questions and music industry questions the best I can under 4 minutes. Now, I have a lot of questions to cover because people ask me many questions every day. So, this one is about mastering. He says, "Hey mate, I'm pretty sure you get a bunch of those emails every day, but I saw your mastering video and I was surprised. And yet I was surprised. I'm a music producer, my own, and my songs are quite good. Being selfish, but the mastering is a fail. I really want to learn how to mix each sound individually." And then he goes on to say how important it is to learn and read books, and he's hoping I will respond. So I'm going to respond. I never put any names out on blast. I think that's personal information. And let me just say that in 4 minutes, there's not enough time for me to answer how to do that. But I can give you a starting point if that's cool with you, all right? Many of my other videos have already covered this, so let's just kick it off, all right? I'm not going to be on the keyboard today. I won't be on the Korg Triton, but I will be in FL Studio. So let's just pull up a track that I have. I have so many. Let's go with this sample track that I got. It has some samples in it. But the first thing you want to do, whether you're a beginner or a novice, or you want to be, at a professional level, here's what you want to do. You want to begin to separate the channels. All right. So we're looking at just 4 channels here. Each one of these channels should have their own effects channel. And here's how you assign it. You click on that channel. You go to channel settings, and you can either left click on that FX and slide it up and down. All right. Or if you're working with the FPC, you can go to the individual sound and give it a separate output, and that will let you start separating your drums and all your sounds. Now, that's the first step to actually mastering, believe it or not. It used to be back in the analog days, and we worked on 2-inch reels. And I was doing a project with Palace Records, Flirt, and we worked in a studio in Long Island, and they had these big 2-inch reel tapes. You had to buy your own if you were a producer. It came out of your production budget. And what we did was you dumped all the sound onto tape, right? And then you separated it, and then you EQ'd it, then you effected it, and then you mixed it down to another reel. And that's how you got your master reel. And nowadays, it's done, the same concept is done, except it's done digitally. So now you still separate everything, okay? So you come to the next channel, you give that its own FX channel, and then you go to the next one, you give it that its own FX insert. We'll call it an insert, not a channel. All right. You can just left click and slide it up and down to where you want to go. All right. So you can separate that according to your own choice. The other thing I would recommend is to begin to separate your channels by colors. So you can right click, go to either set icon, and you can set the icon as to what icon it is, and you can set the color by clicking on rename, click the color, let's say red, hit OK, and then you can name that channel whatever it is. Let's say it's a sample 1, and hit enter. So you got a color. You also have icons where you can actually use a picture to identify what sound is coming through that effects mixer, all right, or that effects slot. So now when you play your track, you can see that all of the sounds are separated. And I'll put it in your ear so you can hear it clearly. Okay. So to answer your question, that is the beginning to mastering, just separating. Now I'll go deeper into the subject on future daily doses, and we'll talk about how now to clean up each track once you've separated them and give them distinction and separation so that you can be on your road to creating professional sounding tracks. I'm King David, David Goliath Music. This has been a daily dose. Beatclass.com for the best professional music production tutorials in the world. Yeah.